Okay, comments, questions on the presentations? Yes.
Hi. Hello, I'm Fernando. I have a hopefully quick comment to Philip about his presentation and a difficult question, but not to be answered right now. The comment is, I think it's so important. I wanted to underscore the importance of your presentation because I come from Brazil, so coming from a so-called third world country, it is always uncomfortable when we're teaching Whitehead and we have to defend civilization. It is felt in a strange way at first, so we have to explain why that concept is relevant, how it is relevant. I'm a student of Isabel Stanguer, so I go through her path of the idea of civilizing modernity as a way to understand that, but it's always an uncomfortable idea. So I think it's very important that you make this presentation to show that the idea of an ecologic civilization is not something that is obvious that people want to strive for. That there are a lot of people that when they listen to that combination of terms, they will feel automatically out of it, that they are not included in that idea. So I believe it's very important to reanalyze what civilization may mean in Whitehead, as many scholars have done and as you have done here. And I wanted to add to this commentary just this provocation: if does not also ecology or the adjective ecologic here also deserve such a reanalysis? Because building upon the possibility of Whiteheadian environmental metaphysics, it is very different from what we consider to be ecology in either science or how the humanities have used ecology so far. So it is also a term that would deserve this sort of attention, I believe. Thank you.
Yeah, well said. I only want to underscore, great work is being done on rethinking ecology, but you underscore the importance of the danger of this term civilization, which to what you call a third world, maybe to the global south, means become more like the north. Corrupt the planet even further. And you have to, everyone in the room should say no. That's it. If it doesn't mean something different than that, I'm out. And I'm really grateful that you underscored that point.
As an additional resource to Brian Henning, who was going to attend but couldn't make it, his recent text is Truth, Beauty, and Nature, where he's thinking precisely along the lines of your latter comments and how to rethink ecology based on Whiteheadian metaphysics and calogenesis, right? Beauty, following Frederick Ferry in that regard. Okay, more comments, questions? Yes, Hazi.
Hi, so just to connect Dr. Yang's talk with Dr. Wang's talk from earlier, can you talk about perhaps the role of a renewed Marx in the Second Enlightenment? Because, very much the Marxist tradition we can understand as sort of carrying forward the First Enlightenment values. So what does a new Marx with Whitehead look like, especially in the context of this burgeoning Second Enlightenment? Thank you.
Thank you. Your question, good question, but I think it's not how to say, it's difficult for me to answer the question in one word, one sentence. I wrote a long paper in English about this topic. I think in China, because Whitehead is more and more influential in China, so many Chinese rethink of Marxism from the perspective of process, especially on the basis of practical materialism. Because if we talk about practice, that means we have to do something. Maybe we have to understand the world as a process. Maybe I think there's a new trend, new Marxism in China. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, any follow-up? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do a short comment if you will. We need to conclude for break.
For Fubin, I want to ask, Marxism needs to evolve. And I think one of the deep contradiction in Marx's initial works is he created a wall rather than a bridge between the striving for justice of the working class and Christianity, which has themes of compassion, equality, justice. How do you see that overcoming wall building with bridge creation? And for Philip, a quick question. I think the difficulty in concepts that sound horrific and attractive and progressive is that if those concepts like ecology, but also civilization, and Whitehead's concept of civilization is very complex. If those theories are associated with contradictions between word and deed, theory and practice, as they often are, they lose their persuasiveness. So how do you comment on it?
Fair enough. Let's walk our talk. Thank you.
Okay, let's give our panel a hand. Thank you, gentlemen.